who can change your life with me, Reverend Wolak. Yeah, we're here today to explore, to expand, and to understand a better thing about life. And so I want to talk today about community because how we connect with others says everything about ourselves. And that's real important to understand because we absolutely forget that we reflect. And as we reflect, we attract. Our greatest joy in life comes from our ability to connect with ourselves, to connect with others, to connect with nature, to connect with life. It's not to be isolated. It's not to give up on finding people who are a vibrational match, but rather it's about opening our hearts up and allowing those that are a vibrational match to come into our lives. And when we open our hearts up, we also open our hearts up to release those who are no longer a vibration to who we are. Do you see, we can't expand and grow if we hold on. It's just that simple. And so if we hold on to people who are not moving forward, if we hold on to people who are strictly focused on a one-sided life when we're looking at life as the observer, seeing all sides of life, that may stimulate us for a while. But you know, in the motivational world, they talk about that your wealth, you can tell a person's wealth by the 5 people they hang around with the most. You can tell a person's consciousness by the 5 people they hang around with the most. So if you've got people in your life that are not of the high consciousness that you're seeking to become, then you've got to ask the question, why am I holding on to this? Because that consciousness could be holding you back and probably is holding you back. Look at your life experiences, and this is how you can tell whether the people in your life are the right people. Is it about expansive conversation? Is it about expanding your feelings? Is it about expanding your presence in the world? Is it about collaboration? Or is it about compromise? Because as you know, if you've been listening to me, I'm not a fan of compromise. Compromise means both people lose. Collaboration means both people win. And I like that. Why couldn't we all win? Why does one have to lose and the other lose as well? And so many times, those are the only options we're given, especially in relationships. In relationships, one partner looks at the other one, says, if you do this, that'll make me happy. If you don't do this, it'll make me unhappy. And when I'm unhappy, I'm going to make you unhappy. See how that works? Joshua asked, do you have suggestions on finding people that are more vibrational similar to you? Well, it's real simple. You're watching this podcast. Connect with someone here. You just got to open up to the possibility. There are people similar to you everywhere. But are you open to it? Are your eyes open to see it? I don't know. It's amazing how, in doing this podcast, people that have been with me in this podcast have formed relationships of friends. It just happens. All you got to do is reach out. Everyone's looking for people of a higher vibration, aren't they? Hell, if you're here in Dallas, come to a Sunday celebration service like today at 10:30. You'll meet people of a higher vibration. Stop being so afraid of life. Can I be more clear about that? More and more people are afraid of life. They're afraid of living. They're living in a state of fear, and fear is constricting. And guess what, folks? Fear is not love. It's the opposite of love. Love does not fear. Love loves to connect. I don't know where you are in your life. If you write some comments, I might be able to help you address them. And it's not that I've got your solutions. I just have ideas for you to consider. See, I don't know anyone else's solutions. I know 0 people's solutions, but I do have ideas. Good. Look at Richard and Annette. They connected with a drum circle. I love that. That's how it should be. We're not on the same wavelength. I've been accused that I'm told by others that they feel unable to relate to me because they don't have the same knowledge base. I don't know how to respond to that. You don't need to respond. They just told you they don't have the same knowledge base. If they can't raise up, you shouldn't lower yourself down. Why would you lower yourself down to be with anyone? Who does that benefit? We hear that all the time. Well, I've got to get down to their level. No, you never go down to someone's level. You stay at your level and you give them an idea that it's a possibility that they can raise themselves up. Carlos, I love that. Carlos is a friend that I met at the Frisco Chamber of Commerce, and he says, I'm getting ready to retire in Costa Rica, reconnecting with Mother Nature. Man, Costa Rica, everything I've heard about it is absolutely incredible. The closest I've gotten to was I got to Peru. I went and I was in the jungles of Peru for about 10 days. And I'll tell you, you don't get much closer to nature than being in the jungle. Snakes and monkeys and my God, more butterflies than I've ever witnessed in my entire life, of sizes and shapes and colors I've never seen. I mean, it was like a butterfly Woodstock out there, gang. Oh, it was so great. Yeah, Carlos, you got to do what your heart's calling you to do. And this is what people don't understand, because I'm older than Carlos is. And do you believe I'm retired? I don't believe in retirement. What I believe is doing what you love. It's not about having a job. I believe that life is about doing what you love. And I love what I do. Absolutely love it. Would I love to be in Costa Rica for a while? You bet your sweet bippy. And I'm going to find a way. I'm going to find a way to do what I do all over the world, because it's easy. Because this is virtual, isn't it? Are we not connecting here? This is what I know. I've met people I was out on a business gathering, getting to know someone, a coffee, getting to know people. I'm sitting there talking, and all of a sudden this woman walks up and says, Are you Reverend Lee Wolak? And I looked at her, smiled, and said, Yes, I am. And she says, I watch you on YouTube. I've seen you on YouTube many times. And I said, Well, that's wonderful. And then I asked, Who are you? And I got her name. Tell me a little bit about yourself. You see, that's how we connect with people. We ask questions. We show interest in them. That's what people want. We want connection more than we want anything. We want the ability to connect with people, and we want the ability to engage. If you've got those two things, think about how your life is expansive compared to others. And it's not being with like-minded people and talking about the same thing all the time. It's about engaging in conversation from many different angles without being attached. And in today's world, that's a real art. Because in today's world, it's about hunkering down, holding your position, don't give up. It's a battle. That's bull crap. That's not a battle. That's just stupidity. I don't know how else to say that. That's stupidity. A person who's truly aware understands there's infinite ways to look at any situation. Here's the other thing. I'm going back to Carlos. Never, ever, ever be jealous about what someone else is doing. Always be grateful for them. Be grateful that they found their place. Be grateful they found their new job. Be grateful they got abundance. Be grateful they're in a great relationship. Because whatever you're grateful for, you'll attract more of in your life. But if you sit there and you resent, you're envious, guess what you're attracting back to you? Yeah, I just laid the big one down, didn't I? Key thing, every great spiritual movement, psychology, philosophy, doesn't matter what your background is, says, live a life full of gratitude. Because whatever you're grateful for, more will show up. So with that, let me just say this. I'm grateful for all of you. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to be in your life and to share some thoughts. If you're in Dallas, join me today at Agape, 10:30. Find all that information on agapespiritualcenter.com. Oh, by the way, if you don't know, I've got a workshop next Saturday. It's free. It's on my book, The Power in You. If you haven't gotten my book, I'm telling you, get it. It's got great stuff in it. It's practical. It's not religious. It's practical. Practical tools you can use in your life. Until next time, which is tomorrow, I love you. Just the way you are. Create a great one, everyone. Aloha.